We know the speeches, we know the marches, we know the dream. But what if there was something we didn't know? A letter never sent. A moment that nearly changed history. This isn't the Martin Luther King Jr. you learned about in school. This is a secret he carried to the grave. For the first time ever, we reveal the words taken from a private diary, hidden from the public eye, until now. I write this with trembling hands. It is the hour just past midnight, and the motel room is quiet. Too quiet for a man with such noise inside him. The lamp flickers, a symptom of the wiring or of fate, I cannot say. Perhaps both. There are speeches yet to be written, marches yet to be walked, and a country still wounded and bleeding. But tonight, I must confess a truth I've carried for too long. There's a letter I never sent. A letter that, had it found its way into the world, might have unraveled everything. My family, my movement, my name. And yet, it was the closest I ever came to walking away. The year was 1965. The dust of Selma still clung to my shoes. The taste of tear gas lingered in my throat. The world saw me triumphant. Time magazine Man of the Year, a Nobel Prize laureate. My words echoed in churches and courthouses. But inside, I was tired, bone tired. That winter, I was invited to meet with a philanthropist. Anonymous, wealthy, white. He wished to remain unnamed but promised me something priceless. Funding for the Poor People's Campaign, a platform for economic justice, and a new national headquarters far from the chaos of Atlanta. There was only one condition. I was to leave civil disobedience behind. Speak only of unity, not unrest. No more jail cells, no more marches, no more confrontation. Be the preacher, not the protester, he said. And for a moment, I considered it. I remember sitting in that New York hotel, pen hovering over ivory stationery. I began the letter that night. To the board of SCLC, I wrote, effective immediately, I'm stepping down. I imagined a quieter life, preaching Sundays, raising my children in peace. No more death threats, no more bomb scares, perhaps even growing old with Coretta. But then, just as I was about to sign it, I heard a knock, not a literal one. The knock came from within, a voice that sounded suspiciously like my grandmother's. May she rest in peace. Martin, did God give you a tongue to speak truth or to save face? And in that moment, I wept. Not out of guilt, out of exhaustion, out of fear, out of a desperate longing to be ordinary, but I could not be, not anymore. I tore the letter into 7 perfect pieces, dropped them into the hotel room's waste bin, burned them with a match from the Gideon Bible drawer, and as the smoke rose, so did my resolve. No one ever knew, not Abernathy, not Coretta, not even Bayard. But the truth is, I came within one breath of abandoning the cause. I don't tell you this to diminish the dream or my commitment to it. I tell you because history forgets that those we place on pedestals still have knees that buckle. They still wrestle with shadows. And sometimes, the greatest victories are not the ones captured by cameras or carved into granite, but the ones fought alone, with a pen in one hand and a soul in the other. I leave this confession here, tucked in a journal that may never be read. Perhaps it will burn with me. Perhaps someday, someone will find it and understand. If I am gone tomorrow, let this be my final sermon. Courage is not the absence of doubt. It is choosing to move forward in spite of it. We are all tempted to quit. What defines us is whether we let that letter reach the mailbox. Good night.